Hello everybody, this is Molly. How are y'all doing tonight? Well, it's awfully late and I'm sitting here trying to film one more video because I got in the mail today a package I had ordered from MBTreajuristas, and one of the things that I had ordered, oh my God, was this gorgeous Prima package tablet, and it was the Delight collection, if you can see that. And it is the prettiest papers. Let me just show you, like, here's a page with sewing machine on top. Let me see if I can find some of the other pretty ones. They've got beautiful prints and things like I love. And look at this one. Oh, isn't that sweet? See those cute little things? Oh, I love it, love it, love it. So anyway, it was just a real pretty shabby chic, as some of y'all would say. See that pink? The blue. See it, this one. Let's see if I can get the light out of there. Or not out of there, on there. The teacup, and then in this corner it's got the pretty little notepad and butterflies and all. So, fell in love with it. It's like the lyric, fairy garden, you know, a lot of the other pretty designs that were before that they had. And I just adored it, so I got it in the mail and I couldn't wait to get started. So I pulled out a configuration-y type box that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby on sale a long time ago. And while this may not make sense to you looking at it, I had wanted to do a Thanksgiving project. And not the traditional, you know, fall leaves and berries and things, Thanksgiving and turkeys, but something that I could put up in my craft room that just reminded me to give thanks and appreciate all the, you know, wonders around me and all this kind of stuff. Not to get too mushy here, sorry. But so this is my Thanksgiving configuration box. And it's not a configuration box Tim holds, sorry. But anyway, you know what I mean. So anyway, let me get started with it, and I hope I can stay focused. Here's the whole thing. Oh, I say here's the whole thing, if you can see it. Okay, so now it's not dripping with stuff like some of the other ladies that I've seen y'all do beautiful, beautiful things. It's more tailored, like my style and all. But anyway, up in the top corner, the very first thing you're going to see, if y'all remember my stories I bored you with before. Let me see if I can get that to focus. I wished I could. From the time I was very, very young, I was sewing with my mom and grandma and aunt and all that kind of stuff. So the very first thing I did was I took that page with the sewing machine, and do my hands look too red to you or what? They're not that red. What's the deal? Sewing. So there's a scissor charm, some beautiful old buttons, and then this thing is pretty brad that I had. And if you can see that ecru doily sticking out behind there. And then this is handmade. It's a wooden spool. And then I wrapped some of that pretty ribbon from Abby and Ellie around it. You can see the pink. Oh, there, that's kind of focused. And see the word handmade and the pretty buttons. See, that button's even etched. So anyway, that's my first little corner. The next corner, not to get too silly here, but there was like a quiltish looking pattern, so it meant a lot to me, and then I put a pretty button in it. The next square is just kind of highlighting the paper, and then got a piece, let me see if I can find my way here, pretty piece of lace on there. And then these are the happiest moments. We all got to stop to remember every moment. And then look at that pretty dragonfly. I got him from Flights of Fancy Boutique. He's so pretty. Okay, next box over says happiness. Happiness is reflected in the light of heaven. So, kind of, if we're going to say thanks, we got to remember who we're saying thanks to and all. So I like that piece. K & Company butterfly, and then let's see if I can get this to focus. And then look at that gorgeous piece, another tidbit from Flights of Fancy in kind of a taupe color. And the next square is just, of course, one of Monique's pretty silver filigrees, and then a bling from Prima, if I can get it to focus, in a pretty kind of iridescent color, and then some pink paper behind it. And this one had blue pattern paper. So there's the first things going across. This next one, okay, not to get too silly here, but if you can tell, this is from the Prima Almanac collection. And what it is a chipboard piece. I've got a square turned on, you know, into a triangle there. And then on top of that, I've got another one. It's a typewriter, which for me just is reminding me of my, from the time I was young, learning how to type, taking computer classes, falling in love with YouTube, the joy of reading. So just the keyboard, you know, kind of reminds me of all that. The word playing, if you've ever met my husband, I'm going to have to talk to you. But anyway, if you've ever met my husband or my dad or anybody in my family, you know that playing, remembering to take time to enjoy, was kind of the biggest thing in our life. And so I had to just highlight that word by itself. That was from the Almanac collection. Okay, this next square, oh, the paper is so pretty. This wooden piece came from K & Company. and it's a wooden tag that's been, what do you call that, like a wood burning in there. And it's, if you can kind of see the print up, the print paper kind of hiding up in there. How pretty that was. And it says Dreamer, because you always want to take time to dream. And there's a gorgeous postcard. That line is so pretty. Okay, the next square over. This is, let me see if I can find my way without seeing. Some pretty lace that I had. And then I've just turned another piece of that quilted looking paper. This piece right here is from Brenda Walton's Flora and Fauna collection from K & Company. And I think Joann's and Michael still carry, I think even Hobby Lobby, some of the stickers because they're just so pretty. So there's that. The next square over. This just little bitty box, if you can see how little it is. There's my finger if you can see how little that box is. Just lined with pink paper. And then isn't that the most gorgeous button I got out of my mother's collection? It's a glass button with glitters in them and all. Oh, I love it. Okay, coming down, just some more pretty ribbon from Abby and Ellie. Let me let it focus for a minute. And then a covered button. Don't know who got that from. And the pretty paper. And then there's a pretty piece of paper. That clock came from Michael's, where they had all their embellishments on sale this spring, discontinuing some of the spring lines. Okay, the middle of the box, if you can see the actual middle of the box, this paper right here says Europe, if it will focus. It says Europe whether it'll focus or not. But anyway, it says Europe. My family and my husband's family from England, Ireland, Sweden, France, Spain, Germany, and countries that don't exist anymore outside of Germany and all. Anyway, so it was Europe. And then so I put the word family. That's popped up on a Spellbinders die cut. And then there's another one of those little epoxy brads from the sweet lady who I can't remember the name of her line. And it says home. Come on. There it goes. It says home, and it's in pretty pink. And then that's a pretty key that says memory. You think it's Tim Holtz? Probably so. And then there's another one of the gorgeous embroidered appliques from Flights of Fancy. She calls them tidbits. Aren't they gorgeous? Another one of the filigrees from Flights of Fancy with just an epoxy sticker from, I'm going to tell you, Pink Paisley on there. The next box over is just a piece of lace. That box is very little. See how little it is? So I just put a piece of lace in there to show it off. And then, let's see, we did that one already. Okay, coming down, this box, let's see if I can get it to focus. It's just a pretty piece of lace, some gorgeous blue paper, Tim Holtz film strip, and it says You and Me. And see if you can see that, see where it says You and Me. And I didn't actually put a picture of us in there, but it's just, I just love our life together, our movie we're making. This next box over is one of the die cuts from Brenda Walton's Flora and Fauna collection. Isn't that stunning? I mean, how cute is that? That's a little. Okay, the next box over is one of Tim Holtz. You see the pretty lace. So I just kind of put lace in a lot of them. Look at that sweet paper. Oh, yum. And then the word stick, what did I put? Encourage your hopes, not your fears, because I live with such a fear of failing or a fear of success. I'm not sure which, so I don't try things. This little square right here I love. I put a, God darn, sorry about that, ladies, a white heart in there that's so pretty. And then just a drop charm of beads because you can't have enough beads and jewelry. The next box over is Love is in the Details. This sticker, I've got it raised up on a piece of chipboard and erased it. You can see the blue paper behind there. Came from a line from Joann's. I don't remember. I think it was a color box line. Come on, silly thing. I want it focused. Okay. And then you see some more of the pretty lace and then some flowers from Wild Orchid Crafts. Okay, enough with you ladies on the design team from Wild Orchid Crafts. I love them, so I got an order of those in. I'm going to show you what not only did I buy the flowers, I bought a bunch of their stamens and some other things. I'm going to hopefully show you all what I'm doing with those. Okay, this next box, it makes sense to me. I grew up with an aunt that I always called my fairy godmother. This little jar right here, look how little it is. It's one of, probably a Tim Holtz jar or somebody, I'm not sure. And it's got the word fairy dust on a label. It came with a beautiful charm that I got from someone. And I want to say it was Hannah from England, but it may not have been. I don't remember. But whoever gave me that beautiful, why wasn't I smart enough to put the names on it? Anyway, I love that fairy dust. And I had a godmother, an aunt who I always call my fairy godmother. So this square is for her. It's got some pretty roses and things in it, and that gorgeous paper, and this beautiful song and chorus in our family. The women in our family are all nuts, of course, and one of the things we all have in common, even the girls that marry into our family, just say something and see if we don't start singing. Any word, I don't care, just any word you say, we start just to singing like it makes sense. Okay, so that reminded me of those sweet ladies in our family. This is just a file tag from some line. I don't remember what. Was it Butterfly Gardens? I don't know. But anyway, and it's the word laughter. Isn't that beautiful? No, it was the Prima collection. Anyway, so it's just the word laughter. And then this last little square down in the corner. Let's see if you can see it. Isn't that paper so cute? Oh my gosh, the paper's so cute. So, it's got a little piece of satin flower and all from Flights of Fancy. One of the wood squares from K & Company that says Inspired. And there's my box. So it's, you know, just girly girl for me to put up in my craft room. Thank y'all so much for taking your time to watch this. I hope I haven't bored you to tears. And gosh, I had so much fun making this. I just love it. Just love it, love it. Okay, y'all have a good night. Y'all remember to share. Can't wait to see more of your videos. Bye-bye.